Your wait is over. The brand new Iron Orchid Design release is here. There are 18 stunning new products. We're going to showcase them all today in today's video. I have made 8 projects for you, and I'm going to be teaching you a lot of tips and tricks on how to maximize your use with these products. My name is Emily, and I'm with J. Bowen & Company, and I'm so happy that you decided to click on this video. If you've been here before, welcome back, and if it's your first time, welcome. There are 5 new transfer sets. Each of these transfer sets are at 8 inches by 12 inches. They have 8 pages each, and they are filled with beautiful transfers. 5 gorgeous molds you're going to absolutely love. Five brand new stamps, and I love every one of these stamps, and I think you will too. All of these products just went live on my website, so if you're interested in purchasing them, there will be a link in the description and right below in the comments, and you can purchase any of these products from my website. And there's 1 gold and silver foil set. Two new paint inlays, and y'all, these are both absolutely gorgeous. The first project is this cutting board that I picked up for just a few dollars. Initially, I thought that I would paint it, but I actually really like the natural wood color, so we're going to do something new here. We are going to apply the paint inlay with some liquid patina, and this is the 12th Night paint inlay, and it's full of gorgeous images. There are 8 pages. They're 12 by 16 inches. They're very large images. They look vintagey and gorgeous. Some are black, and some are a gorgeous green color, and some are green and red, and just red. But I think you're really going to love this set. Don't be afraid of paint inlays. They're very easy to use. So the first thing you're going to do is just cut out your image. It's really good to cut around as close as you can to your image, but for some reason I've got a lot going on right now, and I just was not thinking. But after you take out your image, or cut out your image, you're going to put some liquid patina directly on your wooden piece. Now, I'm going to show you 2 different ways to apply a paint inlay. The first way is with a top coat, and I'm using liquid patina from DIY Paint. You're then going to spritz your image, and then you're going to lay it face down wherever you want it on your project, and then you're just going to press it down with your hands. You can also use a brayer, but I'm actually showing you these projects out of order, and mine already had ink on it. So I'm just going to use my hands here. After it dries completely, you're then going to spritz it again and then pull it off, and you're going to have this gorgeous image. It was pulling a little bit. I had forgotten to spritz it, and just going to spritz it and pull it back. And y'all, look at that gorgeous image. If you like how this cutting board turned out, y'all hit that like button and let me know in the comments what you think about this project. The next project will also be using the 12th Night paint inlay. This is going to be a quick project. All we're going to do is give it a coat of DIY paint in White Swan. Then we're going to give it another coat. We're going to spritz the image, lay it down, press it down just like we did the other one. Here we are. And now we're just going to pull it back after it has completely dried. And y'all, look at this gorgeous image. I absolutely love this Santa Claus. I think you will too. There are so many projects that you can make with this paint inlay. Save that image that you peel back, because you can use it at least another time, and sometimes 2 to 3 times. At this point, you could seal up your piece with either liquid patina or a spray matte sealer, and you could call it done. But I decided that I wanted to step it up a notch, so we're going to be applying some fine line crackle from Pen Art. I'm now carrying Pen Art products. I'm carrying the fine line crackle, the classic crackle, a couple different top coats, and gold paste and antique paste. This is a really easy process, but it does take a little bit of time. So you're going to apply your first coat, part 1. You're going to let it dry, and then you're going to apply the second coat. and then you're going to let it dry. I let it dry overnight, and then now I am applying some of the antique paste. When you apply the antique paste, that's when you're going to start seeing the crackle. This was my first time applying the antique paste, so first I applied it a little bit light, but I think if you apply a little bit more, it just works faster, and then you can just see that crackle coming through. And y'all, this is going to take this from just an ordinary sign up to a really cool antique looking sign. You're going to see a lot of gorgeous crackle here in just a second. I have this antique paste, which is basically a dark brown and also a gold. You could use either one of these two products, and then you're just going to wipe it back. This product completely seals up your piece and it hardens it almost like porcelain. This is the fine line crackle, so the cracks are actually a little bit closer together, where the classic crackle, they're further apart. Y'all, I love how this project turned out. I love that crackle. What do you think about the fine line crackle? Y'all saw how easy it was to use. What do y'all think about this project? Do you like how it turned out? The next product is the La Folie. I may be mispronouncing that, but it's a gorgeous Victorian style paint and lay. The colors are absolutely beautiful. When I opened it up just with you, just when we're seeing this together, and it's absolutely gorgeous. The colors are vibrant and the patterns are just beautiful. You can make so many projects with this paint and lay. There are also 8 sheets, 12 by 16 inches. We're going to make over a small little cutting board, and I'm once again going to show you how to use a paint and lay so you're not afraid of them. We still have many, many more projects, so y'all stick around. You don't want to miss out on all these different projects, and I hope that you have learned something, and by the end of this video, or actually by the end of this project, you're going to feel very comfortable and confident. It's a gorgeous, warm, dark brown with a gray in it. It's just a very beautiful color. And we're just going to give it 2 coats of paint. We're then going to spray that image, and we're going to press it down directly into the paint. I should have cut it back more. I should have trimmed it back more, but I didn't. Coming up, we're going to be making some gorgeous fall projects as well as some more Christmas projects. There are a number of fall inspired products in this release. We're still really early now in August, so there's plenty of time to make fall projects as well as Christmas projects. So we're going to have so much fun using all of this new release in this video and in multiple other videos coming up. So after you've pressed down your inlay, you're going to let it dry completely. You're then going to spritz it again and pull it back, and y'all look at that gorgeous image. I think it looks really good with this prairie gray. There's always a little bit of an outline with the paint and lay, so I'm just coming back with my paint, going to hit it with my paintbrush, just stippling it on, and that way it'll make that little line there disappear. I'm adding some clear wax to seal in the paint inlay, and then I'm going to go back with a little bit of aging wax. And that's it. If you enjoyed the paint inlay tutorial, please leave me a heart emoji in the comments. The next project is this little recipe box. I had previously attempted to make it over. I can't even remember what I was doing. Oh yeah, I think I was going to put some lemons on the top of it, but the napkin messed up. So anyway, we're going to redo it with this new IOD release. I'm going to give it a couple of coats of paint with the colored weathered wood. This is one of the sample paints that come in the new DIY paint kits. I have 2 different DIY paint kits still available if you're interested in purchasing either one of those. DIY paint is a clay-based paint, and it can be reactivated with water, so you will need to put a top coat on your projects when you use DIY paint. I put Big Top off camera on this box. This transfer set, along with all of the other beautiful colored transfers, they're all 8 by 12 inches, and they all have 8 pages of images, so you can make many projects with these transfers. We are going to be using a transfer from this gorgeous transfer called Santa's Hollow, and this transfer has gorgeous images for both fall, winter, Christmas. There's all kinds of natural images, Santas, and all kinds of things like that. I was actually looking for an image that would fit this box. We're going to use this gorgeous bird. I thought that it would be really pretty on this recipe box, and that way it can be used basically year round. So here I am trying to decide where I'm going to put the image. I wasn't sure if I was going to put it on the top or the side, but I decided to go ahead and put the bird image on the side, and then I'm going to put that bow image right there on the top. So if you've never used a transfer, they're very easy to use. You just remove that white backing, you place your image down. It's going to be a little bit sticky. You take out that little acrylic stick. It comes with every one of your transfer sets, and then you're just going to rub that transfer, and you're just going to pull it back. You're just going to rub it and pull it back until your transfer completely adheres to your project. After it has completely adhered to your project, you're just going to rub it down with your hands to make sure that that image actually adheres to your project. If it doesn't come off initially, just place it right back down, rub it again, and it will come right off. I just bought this really sharp knife to open boxes in my new booth in Dahlonega, Georgia. Y'all might have caught me doing that. I had a booth, or I have a new booth that's opening in Dahlonega, Georgia. I had to open it this weekend, or get it ready to open, because it is opening on this coming Friday, and I have no other days to work in my booth. So I'm really busy this weekend between opening that new booth and getting this new release done. So anyway, here we are. We're going to add this bow here at the top. I ended up cutting it apart so that it would fit right, because otherwise it was churned. So I cut it apart, and then we're just going to run it down each side of the edges. I'm so happy to see that they're both fall and Christmas images. How about you? The next project is this rolling pin that I picked up when I was on my trip in the Florida Keys recently. Anyway, I thought I would just give it a makeover, so I took out the color White Swan from DIY. This color is also from that little sample DIY sampler kit, and I'm just going to give it one coat of paint, and then I went ahead and sealed it up with Big Top. Initially, I had in my mind that I was going to make this over into a Christmas rolling pin with red handles, but then at the last moment, I thought, you know what, I really want to use the new stamp with the pumpkins. I thought that that would be so pretty. This stamp is called Autumn Blessings, and it is a gorgeous stamp. Y'all, look at all those pumpkins and the wheat, and then all the other just different florals. There's also a little turkey right down there on the right hand side. Y'all, it is so cute. I love this one. It is perfect for fall. I had a pumpkin stamp like this before I was a stockist. I bought it. I still love that pumpkin stamp a lot, and this is a great one. So here I'm using the thin mount, and I'm just kind of arranging these different pumpkins, because I thought, how can I do this on the rolling pin? So I'm just arranging it in a different order. Here in a second, I'm going to get my rolling pin out and make sure that it's not too wide. The images were just a little bit too wide, so I decided to remove one of those pumpkins and just rearrange it just a little bit. I decided to use the color turmeric. This is a gorgeous color ink. It is a kind of goldish orangey yellow color. Here you can see it there, but I thought it would be just a little bit too light, so I took my brayer with a little bit of black ink on it, and then I went over it with the black ink, and then back over it with the turmeric, just to give it a little bit more color. And then you're going to carefully take your rolling pin, and you're just going to roll right over it. Here I am just moving it to make sure that it all fits on that rolling pin. I didn't want any cutting off the edge, but I guess that really didn't matter anyway. But here we go. You're just going to carefully roll it, and y'all, I love these rolling pin makeovers. And y'all, look at that. Look at the variation in the color, because I use the two different color inks. When you're making over a rolling pin, after you have inked it and rolled the stamp, you need to prop it up by both handles so that it can dry completely. Now, after it's dried completely, I'm coming back with Chestnut Mare from Fusion, and I'm going to paint the handles that color. It's just a gorgeous kind of light terracotta, but a little bit lighter than normal terracotta color with a little bit of yellow in it. It's a really, really pretty color. Y'all, you don't want to miss out on this pumpkin stamp, this Autumn Blessing stamp. It's a gorgeous stamp, and you can make a ton of projects with it. Hit that like button if you love this project as much as I do. I had these two IKEA trays that I thrifted a long time ago. I actually had them in my kitchen to use. I don't even think I ever used them, so I thought that I would make them over. And I took out the new Winter Botanist transfer set, and I thought I would use that set on one of these trays. I really wanted to use that Christmas tree image right there, but I realized it was just a little too big for the tray. I thought about using this image, but after peeling it off and looking at it, I think I wanted to use something else. So then I took out this Clementine book. This is a transfer set. It's a gorgeous transfer set. You can use it basically year round. It has all kinds of gorgeous images. And I thought, you know what? I just really not feeling the Christmas look right now. So let's go ahead and cut out this gorgeous image right here. It is so bright. And y'all look at the oranges. It's still summer, guys. So I think this is really fitting and it will go into fall. So I'm just going to add this transfer really quickly, and it really changes the look of this tray, and I think it makes it look really beautiful, and I think it'd be a beautiful addition to your home decor as a gift, or I can sell it in my booth. I'm just going to go ahead and just add it right to the tray. I'm not going to make y'all watch this entire transfer go onto this tray because y'all are already pretty much experts by now. Yesterday when I was setting up my booth, I did not have room for all the frames that I made. So I thought, you know what? These frames would be great with this Partridge Lane transfer set. Using some of the transfers on them, they'll make them look a lot cuter. And so I decided to take them out. And y'all, when I opened up this transfer set, y'all look at it. It is absolutely gorgeous. The images blew me away. They are very, very beautiful images. There's Christmas images, there's little houses, it's basically the 12 days of Christmas. You can make all these different little ornaments. Y'all are going to love this set. And y'all know these transfer sets sell out really quickly, so you'll want to make sure and go ahead and get you some of these transfers that you want, because the transfers always sell out, and all these products are limited edition, I believe. I haven't heard otherwise. So I think they all are limited editions, and they all had, or in this particular set, there were some little bitty images. So I thought that they would be really cute in the frame. So there is that kind of that plant image up there. It's like a cedar or something, and then there was this little goose, and then these little wreaths, and I thought these would be perfect additions to the little frames with the music hymnal. And a while back I purchased a whole basically bag of all these different hymnals for next to nothing, and I like to use the little sheets to make over things like these frames. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the upcoming videos. We're going to be making over so many projects in the next few videos. I wanted to share with you the Christmas Joy transfer set. This set is full of antique Christmas and Santa images that I think you'll absolutely love, and will give you that antique vintage feel to your projects. We're now going to use the Christmas Wishes stamp set. When I saw this stamp set, I knew exactly what I was going to do with this for you guys in a video. I love these classic images. Y'all, I love all of the stamps. All of the stamps are great. All of the transfers are great. All of the molds are great. And the paint inlays and the gold foil, gold and silver foil, they're all gorgeous. You're going to love all these. But I knew what I was going to do. So here I am just standing on my way a little bit. Then I'm going to wipe them back. You have to do that when you first get your new stamp set, so that the ink actually sticks to your stamps. Y'all, I have all these little paper bags. A while back I bought all these on Amazon because I make mystery bags for my booth. Here I am. I'm going to add some of the black ink, and we are going to make little gift bags with these images. Y'all, look how good that looks. I'm telling y'all, you're gonna love these stamps. I have all different colors. I have the black ink, green ink, blue ink, that turmeric ink you saw earlier, red ink, all kinds of beautiful inks. And I really loaded up with the red ink. For some reason I could not find my red ink to use, but on this project we're going to use the black ink. And y'all, look how pretty that is. Isn't that gorgeous? Just imagine all of the different projects that you can make with these stamps. I'm telling you, the stamps are on fire this season. Here is the green grass ink. I hate that I don't have that red ink, but y'all, I'm on limited time. I only have today. It's Sunday before the release. This is the only day I have to make this video. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to show you the red ink, but I loaded up on the red ink for you guys because it looks really good too. But this is the green grass ink. I believe the red one is called Tomato. What I'm trying to say is there's plenty of red ink available on my website. Make sure when you're using these stamps that you wipe away the excess, or you'll just get a little bit of halo or shadow around, which really doesn't bother me. But if you don't want that, make sure that you wipe that away. Y'all, at the end of the video, I would love for you to tell me which one of these projects is your favorite. But imagine the possibilities. I'm thinking that I can make these little gift bags and I could actually sell them in my booth. You could put all kinds of beautiful ribbons on there, tissue paper, and you could actually sell them as a gift bag, or alternatively, you could make little mystery bags or whatever, or just gifts for your friends and family. I cannot wait to play around with all of these products. I'm glad we're going to have all fall and winter to play around with these new stamps, transfers, paint and lays, and the molds, of course. In the next video, I'm going to be making all kinds of projects with the molds. So y'all stay tuned for that video. And if you're in the mood for more thrift flips,